Hello students, welcome to the English class. Today's date is 12th June 2020. So as you know, we have been doing module 3 from English workbook, right? So let's do a quick recap of what we did in our previous class. So we have discussed about has and have and does and do. Has and have are doing words or action words that show belonging. We use has with the pronouns he, she and it. We use have with the pronouns I, we, you and they. Singular nouns use has and plural nouns use have. So singular nouns, now singular plural, this one he, she and it are singular, right? So therefore we are using has. Now I, we, you and they. We and they, here we and they are plural. But what about I and you? Though they are singular, but we always use have with I and you. Therefore, it comes under the plural. So, we write it I, we, you and they. Along with I, we, you and they, we use the have. Now, let's come to does and do. Does and do show actions and ask yes or no questions. We use does with the pronoun he, she, it and singular noun. We use do with the pronouns I, we, you, they and plural nouns. In the same way, like has and have, here also does is used with the singular pronouns, that is he, she and it, and with the plural form I, we, you and they, because I and you are included in the plural. Clear? Now let's move towards today's objectives. So we are going to get two objectives in today's class. The first one is to be able to add details to stretch sentences by answering WH questions. So what are WH questions? WH questions are what, why, when, where and why. By answering these questions, we can add details to the sentences and make it lengthy. Now next objective is to write a story in a correct order. So how to write in a correct order? So we are going to discuss all this in today's class. Now let's move towards your book part. Stretch a sentence. Different words together give a sentence its complete meaning. So when all the words are put together in an orderly way, it gives us a meaningful sentence, right? So we can make a sentence bigger by adding more details to it. We can do this by answering the questions who, what, when, where and why. So by answering the questions who, what, when, where and why, we can add details or we can stretch the sentence, or you can say we can make the sentence lengthy as we wish by answering these WH questions. Now there is an example below with a strawberry picture, right? A strawberry. The first sentence consists of only two words, that is a strawberry, correct? Then what kind of strawberry? I'm going to use the WH questions as well. So what kind of strawberry? A red strawberry. Or you can say, what is the color of the strawberry? A red strawberry. So what did you do with the strawberry? I ate a red strawberry. Now, who bought the strawberry? I ate a red strawberry that my mother bought. From where did she bought? I ate a red strawberry that my mother bought from the market. Now, as I'm questioning, even the answer is getting a longer and longer, right? So this is how, by answering the questions, the WH questions, we can add details to a particular sentence. As you can see, in the first sentence, there were only two words, right? But as we get to the last line, there are almost lots of words included in that sentence, right? And it has made, by answering the questions, we have made the sentence lengthy, or you can see we have stretched the sentence. Clear? In the same way, I'm going to give you an example here. A cat. So we all know about cat, right? So this is a cat on your screen. Yes? Now if I ask you what kind of cat it is, a white cat, right? What kind of cat it is? I'm asking the WH questions. So what kind of cat? A white cat. So here I have added the white. Now as soon as I added white, so the sentence has three words. Before it was having only two words. Next, what does the cat do? The a white cat mews. Or what is the cat doing? A white cat mews. So here I have added the word mews, right? And from 3 it has become 4 words. A white cat mews. Now let's move towards next one. As you can see here, the cat is on a tree, right? So where is the cat? A white cat mews from a tree. So here we have added from a tree, right? The detail from a tree has made the sentence almost quite lengthy. So a white cat mews from a tree. In the first initial, we have got only 2 words, a cat, right? And from a cat till now we have got a white cat mews from a tree. The next one, we know that it is on a tree, right? But particularly at which place? At which place this white cat is? From where? From where the white cat is mewing. A white cat mews from the branch of a tree. So particularly it is on a branch, sitting on a branch, right? As you can see on the screen. So a white cat mews from the branch of a tree. Now this is how we are adding the details in the sentence by answering the WH questions. Now as you can see on the screen, I have summarized the whole sentences into one. A cat, right? The first sentence was with 2 words, a cat. Then we have added a white cat. After that, a white cat mews. Then a white cat mews from a tree, and the last sentence has a long one, which is a white cat mews from the branch of a tree. So this is how we are going to stretch sentences. Now you have exercise 4.1 in your book, right? So I will be sharing the answers in the WhatsApp group. Now let's move towards the story writing. What is a story writing? Everyone loves hearing stories, right? We all love to hear stories from our elders, from the person. It can be our mostly it is from the elders or person, even your friends tells you story. Now the stories can be a real or imaginary. Now what is a story? A story is a connected series of events told in words. It can be written or it can be spoken. Now somebody used to they used to narrate the story, or some of them used to write the story books and we used to read it, right? So this is a story. It is a collection of events which is put orderly to make it interesting. Now let's come to exercise 4.2. Look at the pictures given below. Read the sentences, use the pictures as hints and number the pictures in the correct order. Then rewrite the story correctly. Now as you can see the picture here, what is the first picture showing? These are the clothes that has been piled up, right? It has been piled up. The next picture is showing, yes, 2 children and a mother. The 2 children are helping the mother to wash the clothes, they are helping the mother to keep the clothes inside the washing machine. Then in the third picture we see they are helping the mothers to dry out the clothes, right? And the fourth picture shows us a granny, right? A granny who is ironing the clothes. And then the last one, a lady who is after washing and ironing the clothes, she's keeping the clothes in an orderly in their cupboard or in their wardrobe or Godrej, and the children are also helping the lady. Now let's move towards the next part. Now as you can see here, we have already got the picture, right? Now as you have seen the picture, it has been put orderly. Number 1 is the pile up of the clothes. Next with the washing machine where the kids are helping their mother. Then the third picture shows the kids helping the drying up the clothes, helping their mother to dry up the clothes. Then a granny is ironing the clothes, and then the last day where the kids were helping their mother to keep the clothes in the wardrobe, right? Now there are few sentences given, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now these sentences have been jumbled. Not jumbled in the sense they are not put in orderly. Now you have to put the numbers and write in correct order. Now let's do it. So the first one is Sahil and Hina helped mummy dry out the clothes. Now this is not the first picture, what the first picture says, right? The second, let's go to the second one. Mummy washed the dirty clothes in the washing machine. No. The clothes were kept away by Sahil, Hina and mummy. Number 4, there was a pile of dirty clothes that needed washing. Yes, the first picture says that there was a pile of dirty clothes that needed washing. So in the box on the right side, you can write it 1 here. Okay. Then next picture shows that the mummy is keeping the clothes inside the washing machine. So therefore number 2 will be the second one. Mummy washed the dirty clothes in the washing machine. So this will be the 2. Then the third picture shows that the kids were helping mummy to dry out the clothes, right? So the number 1, Sahil and Hina helped mummy dry out the clothes. So this will be number 3. Then the fourth picture shows us a granny, right? So what is the fifth sentence is saying? Granny ironed the clothes after they were dry. So this will be number 4. And the last one says that the clothes were kept away by Sahil, Hina and mummy. So the kids helped the mummy to keep the clothes in the wardrobe. So that will be the 5. Now this is how you are going to put the numbers accordingly, and after that, after putting the numbers in the correct order, now in the below there is written, now write the story in the correct order. So you have to write the story, the lines are given, the space is given. In that space you have to write the story accordingly. You have to put the lines along with the pictures. The number 1 says that the clothes, there was a pile of dirty clothes that needed washing. Then mummy washed the clothes in the washing machine. Then Sahil and Hina helped mummy dry out the clothes. Then granny ironed the clothes after they were dry. And the last will be the clothes were kept away by Sahil, Hina and mummy. So this is the way, the sequence way where you're going to write it down in the given space below. So here we have come to the end of module 3. So today we have learned about the stretch of a sentence and how to write a story in an orderly way, in the correct order. Okay. In the coming days we will learn how to write the story also. Okay. So please go through the stretching of a sentence and how to write the story orderly, and also read the has and have, the plurals and synonyms as well. Clear? So here I end my class. Thank you.